Hello violinists, lovely to see you again. I'm Henriette and today's lesson is about Shortnin Bread from the Fiddle Time Joggers book. Let me play it for you first. Isn't that a gorgeous song? I like it. Have you noticed that I'm playing the pizzicato with my left hand? So I'm using my pinky, and the reason why I do that is just to make those muscles a little bit stronger, and it will make your playing easier when you use your fourth finger. You've perhaps also noticed that I've slid up the neck of the violin so that my thumb is in the corner here, and I'm plucking much higher than usual, and that has an added benefit in that my strings are slightly further apart here, so it's easier to play single strings, but they're also slightly tighter strung because they are fixed here at the bridge, so it's easier to get a good sound. Now, if you have your thumb in the corner here, bring your elbow right round, okay? That promotes a good left hand position as well. So let's go on the E string now, and rest, bring your elbow further round if you can. 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, now it doesn't matter if you need to hold the violin here. If you find that easier, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so what I'd like to see is that your elbow comes out, it sticks out to the right of the violin. So if this is you here, you can't go up high enough, but what you want to do, slide your thumb in the corner first and then bring your elbow under. So your elbow is actually straight in front of your tummy here. Shall we try that again? Now this time when you play the pizzicato, try to let the string sound as long as possible before you dampen it by putting your finger back on. So wait, and now guide your finger and let it sound. Listen to the sound, very nice. Bring your elbow further under. Wow, pizzicato is a whole different technique in itself, isn't it? You're doing great on that, lovely. Now you can see the word arco in your music, so we're going to use the bow. And I'm going to play in the middle of the bow this time, because we've always played our crotchets with half a bow, haven't we? Most of the time anyway. Now these quavers play in the middle of the bow. Now we've got to the third line, and in the third line it says forte, and forte, as we've seen before, means loud. So this time, unlike what I said to you a moment ago, we're going to play these crotchets with the whole bow. You might remember that we had 3 different ways of playing louder. One is to use longer bows, and that's why we're starting at the heel this time and use whole bows for all our crotchets. The second method for playing louder was coming slightly closer to the bridge, I don't know if you remember. And our third method is when you play longer bows and you come closer to the bridge, you will automatically already press a little bit harder to control the bow. So we have got 3 different ways of playing louder: using more bow, coming closer to the bridge, and having the bow slightly more firmly into the string. So let's now play bow 9, forte. So we're playing the whole bow for every crotchet this time. 3, 4. Now this bow will need to finish in the middle of the bow because we're going to play these quavers, and we've always played our quavers in the middle of the bow, haven't we? Now go to the point here, and now you play whole bows again for these last 3 notes. Awesome. So this last line is a little bit more complicated. So in the last line we're playing all our crotchets except for the last note of bar 10 with the whole bow. The last note of bar 10 we're playing with half a bow because we need to prepare our bowing for the quavers, which are played in the middle. And then the very last bar of this piece, you make sure, if you possibly can, to use the whole bow again. So shall we just play the last line again? 3, 4. Whoa, and then you get really loud. I like it a lot. Well done. Very good. Now, we have in the past been thinking about our elbow levels, haven't we? And our elbow levels determines which string we're playing on. Now you can see in both the second line and the bottom line that we're playing on the G string first. And then our next note is on the D string. So look what my elbow is doing. And we're going up to do that again. So we'll just practice that a couple of times. Will you join in with me, please? High elbow on G. Now lower your elbow for the D string. Now let's do that again. Raise your elbow to go to the G. Lower your elbow. Okay, that's very good. So we're practicing bars 5 and 6 now. So let's think about those elbows in particular. We're going to go just a notch slower so that we can just focus on those elbows a bit more. 3, 4. High elbow. Drop your elbow. Stay at the same level. Now raise your elbow because we're going to go on G again. And drop your elbow down. Okay, now we're going to stay in the middle of the bow, but you raise your elbow. Drop it. Now raise your elbow to go to that B. Carry on, keep on thinking about your elbow. Whole bow, high elbow. Drop your elbow. Stay the same. Raise your elbow. Drop your elbow. Up to the middle. Raise your elbow. Drop your elbow. To the point and raise your elbow. Now, if that goes a bit too fast for you, that's no problem at all. You just play it a little bit more slowly so that you have time to think about your elbows. This is one of our basic techniques, so you want to make sure that you understand and learn this properly before you move on to more difficult music, because then you will need time to be thinking about other things. So make sure that this will go almost on automatic pilot before you move on to some other music. Now, in this piece we can also play the lower part. So let's play the lower part of this song now. Will you play it with me, please? We're going to do our pizzicatos again. So my thumb is in the corner there, and my elbow's back under the violin. Okay, here we go. 2 A's first, 3, 4. 3. Here comes the bow. Back to the heel now, use. Awesome. Now this time we're going to play the song twice over and we're going to put in the duet playing. So what I will do, I will play the bottom part first, so I'm expecting you to put the top part into it. So I'm hoping you might be able to play the top part while I play the bottom, and together that will sound hopefully very nice as a duet. Then after we've gone through it the first time, we will swap parts. So then I'll play you the top part and you can play and join me playing the bottom part. So let's see if that will work, shall we? From the start, and you play the top part of the duet first. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. Now if that worked for you, do please write about it in the comments section below, because that is absolutely awesome if you can manage that. This time we'll swap the parts. You are going to play the bottom line of the duet and I'm going to play you the top. So let's see how that works out, shall we? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. That was good fun. Well done. Very well done. So do write about it in the comment section below. I do get to see these comments, so I will be delighted to hear from you. Do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and feel free to share this video also with your friends. I very much look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye.